So this magic mushroom, there are many, many kinds. In Mexico, you have a lot of this. Peyote, and there is also, you take in, you go, you know, and you see light, see color, your body separate, you take a lot, the body separate out. So all these things we call poison, but don't poison enough. Don't kill you right away. Okay. So this one kill, and there are many other, now we discover so many different kind of drugs that can really feel you dizzy, like you in another dimension, you see all kind of vision and thing. So this is, when she took the marijuana, her eye cannot follow you anymore. Her eye supposed to be follow you wherever you go, you know. Okay. So there are many people that using different kind of mushroom, different kind of glass, different kind of other things. Now we have more and more and more study about all these kind of drugs. And people using that. Because especially young people, they're using it, they have experience. But this kind of experience, they trigger out, the first time when people use, is so strong, boom! Because the pineal gland that store the death hormone is released. Because you trigger out the body, when the drug go in, it confuse the body, it's too strong, and the body say, hey, I'm going to die. So, it triggers out them releasing this death hormone. They get out, and they out very fast, and they see vision, see light, and they separate the body. And after that, they come back. If the people use too strong drugs, gone. The guy died. There are many cases like that. Too strong. And then come back, the body don't function anymore, the soul cannot go in, and they left. So there are different kind of mushroom and affect a different way. So this one, you see here, this kind of thing is drained. When this one go into the system, it draw the energy in the whole body, the brain, the organ, draw it out and burn. In order to get the soul and spirit get out. So that's why when people using this one, they take so much energy out of the body. But their experience is so high experience. And they hook up with this. Oh my God, I want this experience again. When the next time they use a part of the death hormone. The second or third time they use is not strong enough. The hormone already lesser. So finally, you have to use double, triple dose, and it's heavier and heavier dose, until finally the body cannot take it. So this kind of people, they are draining the body in order to experience something that they should not experience that way. But in the Tao way, we don't use that. But we understand that the melatonin and the dark room and the practice can producing it, rather than using up and you enhance it. But the whole thing that once you experience this, that is no meaning to you. Because you go to another dimension, understanding the physical and the soul. The tryptophan, the one animal is they turn to this way. Now, when we build them naturally, you're practicing it. You separate, you come back, you see the vision, you see the different thing, and you're increasing your knowledge. So the whole thing we have to do is your third eye and your soul have to be connect. When the third eye open, the soul see. When they see, you started to see things different way. Okay? The serotonin and melatonin, they are very similar structure. Okay? So now we talk about orbit. We're going to use orbit a lot. So the microcosmic orbit, the force that we are here are so affecting by all the force. So when you are very quiet, you started to pick up a lot of cosmo energy, cosmos. So the cosmic chi, cosmic energy, that fill up the whole universe, everywhere, and also the one that creating us. So you're going to see that when you do, you started to see like something coming in, and the white light coming in, that is the cosmic forces. is the dark violet light. That's the first light. I'm gonna help you to see that. This dark violet light, you see, you started to see a lot of many different colors coming, because the violet light change into many different colors. Okay. When you sit, when you quiet for a while, you feel everything is spinning, because the earth is spinning around the sun 365 days. Everything around us is spinning. You're going to experience the earth spin around 1,000 times per hour. And the earth spin around the sun 690 miles per hour. 9,000 miles per hour. Okay? It's very fast spinning. Okay? So we're sitting here or laying down here, we are spinning in this speed. We're spinning in this speed. So everything is spinning. So we're going to do a lot of spinning. I mean, the microcosm you do, all these things, we're still going to do it a lot. The currently that you learn, when we finish fusion, we begin the currently. Fusion, you take everything and fuse together. Currently, we separate them now from ice, physical, to liquid and fire and liquid come together, it change to chi. So that is the water and fire currently. So we started to learn different quadrant, different energy, gather them together and transform it. And you can see the more you transform it, the more you quiet, the more you cupping, the more you are quiet, the more you feel energy. Basically, you come to see here, because after that, we have nothing to see. Only look at yourself. So left side, we have the red trunk channel, middle channel, and the blue channel. And we have steaming in the organ, and we're steaming in the channel. We're going to do a lot of sexual energy and the brain. There are so much connection with the sexual energy, the sacrum, the pelvic, the spinal cord, and the cranial pump. The sexual hormone affecting a lot of chemical in the brain. So all the sexual practice you do will do a lot in here. Okay. So you can see here the hip bone. So all the, like the perineum, the urogenital diaphragm, the pelvic diaphragm, they are so much affecting the upper brain. The uterus, the prostate gland, really affecting the center of the brain. You activate the prostate gland and the uterus, you activate the center of the brain. And that's where all the thalamus, pituitary gland, thalamus, hypothalamus, and where they're producing all the fluid in there. So when you contract, prostate gland, uterus, contract, release, contract, release. Perineum, uterus, and prostate gland contract, the center also contract. So you're going to see this one going to affecting a lot of brain here, producing a lot of fluid and hormone stimulation. And so we call nectar, and we call the nectar and the elixir that coming out from the brain. So all the sexual practice you learn is going to be used so much in here. So the sacrum, cranial, all will activate. So we have many working on the different gland. Immune system also, the lymphatic system that we work with. We're going to work so much in the brain, we call a crystal room. This crystal room is the situation of all the third ventricle room. We have the hypothalamus, thalamus, pituitary gland, pineal gland, is all in here. And the one that producing the fluid. In a dark way concerned about the North Star, because we believe that the earth tilted by the North Star, so we are so much hooked up with the North Star and the Big Dipper. I mean, we are changing the new one now. We don't know. We have to reset the slide again. Big Dipper. There are so many different parts of the crown, the sutra, connecting with certain part of the star. And they are infect with us a lot, affecting us a lot. Okay. So by working, now we know that by working on the perineum and sacrum and hip bone, sexual organ, you actually activate the brain because they're connecting together. This is what the Tao Master, they give the name. Actually, you don't know. This one, his one. You see now, I work on it. Now this is the modern term. This one, the Heavenly Emperor, like the occipital on here. And this optic area, the Jet Emperor, okay? And the cerebrum, the small brain, illuminating pearl. All the part of the brain, they have certain stimulation for that and certain work for that. And the mystic elixir, and there is a central, and you have speech area, the bright hall, and you have the olfactory, the cave of house. So you have all the brain like that. Now, in the Taoism, we're very concerned about the part of the brain that hook up with the star, because the star affecting us. So there's so much affecting us, the purple light, the jet palace, the small brain, and dark blue light, the memory center. So we are turning the water upward, pass through the fire, change to steam. So the steam, so we got ice change to water, water change to steam. The fire and change to steam, and the steam going up. And when it go up, so all the thing what we do is here now, currently. So the water come up, steam, and steam go up and become what? Rain. Rain coming down. Okay? A pure water coming down, and it flow down into the water and irrigating the land. The yellow is the earth, and come down to cool down the hearts, to nourish the heart. Okay, and come down to nourish the land, to grow the tree. And the chi, we call the maiden spinning, pull the seal out of the air, pull the seal out of the air. Okay? And buffalo plow the land. Buffalo plow by rolling the stomach. So that is a whole alchemy process. And within us, we are doing all these things all within us.